What's up, everybody? Roz Slaughter here from FitnessBusinessMastery.com and creator of the 1 Hour Trainer Summit. I'm here with Tyler Kelly. Tyler, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, Roz. Thanks for having me on, bud.
Absolutely. Well, I'm excited to have you on for this interview series where we're kind of interviewing fit pros, online personal trainers, offline personal trainers, with all around people in the fitness industry that are making a huge impact in this world, helping people and sharing their gift. For those who don't know you, why don't you share a little bit about your backstory and your gift and what is it you do in the fitness industry?
Yeah, absolutely. First of all, thanks for having me on. It's so funny because you were a huge inspiration to when I first started my online fitness journey. You were at AJ Mirzad's event, I believe, and you were so awe-inspiring. You're so witty with your words on stage, and I'm like, damn, that's one hell of an individual. So appreciate the opportunity. But yeah, man, I've only had one job. So I was a personal trainer for 5 years before I, knew I wanted to stick with the fitness industry, but obviously realized, personal training isn't exactly an ideal career by any means in terms of leveraging your time, your income, etc. So yeah, I wanted to make that transition online and kind of went for it. I was young. I was able to kind of take the risk and kind of take a newer venture. So I kind of shifted my focus online. Okay, how can I make this business model happen, help people achieve this elite goal, but kind of leverage my time, my income, and help more people. Obviously you can probably relate firsthand. Training in person, training 10 people at an hour a piece a day is pretty much a maxed out work day. You can only help 10 individuals and you've got no free time on top of that. So I knew there had to be an easier way. So been fully online the past 2 years, hustling my ass off. And I'm very grateful for kind of what's come my way this far. And, still being pretty young, I'm only 24. I'm really looking forward to what else is to come.
That's awesome, man. 24 years old, working your own business for the last 2 years, learning how to grow it. And I know you probably have some big goals. So we're going to get into that in a little bit. But tell us a little bit about what was it why did you decide you really wanted to go online, though? You were a personal trainer for about 5 years prior to that. What was it? So what was that motivation? Did you see it as an opportunity, or you just really said, you know what, I want to help more people on a grander scale?
Yeah, I really noticed obviously technology is advancing, especially in the millennium industry. And I knew there had to be an easier way to, like you said, reach more people, spread my gift, share the message that I had with more people on a greater scale. And I knew that just wasn't possible in person. Yeah, you can dip into group training, things like that, but you're still limited as to how many people you can help. So I knew this was an opportunity where I could work with a specialist, get some expert advice, some guidance, and learn how to handle this whole training approach in the online world, and with technology, as I mentioned, there's so many accountability tools and ways to keep in touch with clientele, more so on a daily basis rather than just seeing them a typical 2 to 3 times a week or whatever it may be.
Absolutely. I think that's great. And that's why I feel like when I'm helping, entrepreneurs, personal trainers, coaches, I always tell them you want to have a hybrid, a little bit of both.
Right.
Figure out, you got to find out what's your style to deliver your unique, service. Now, do you specifically train a specific niche, or is it kind of a wide range of different clientele?
Yeah, so coming from a competitive bodybuilding background, I am huge into kind of like the elite physique transformation era. So I love people that are kind of more advanced in the training world, but really want to attack an elite goal. They're familiar with the gym. They go 4 to 5 times a week at least, and they just like, look, I'm at this point, I'm around like 15% body fat. I eat pretty good. I just don't know what's the missing link here. I want to get under 10%. I want to really look like I'm super fit. What am I doing wrong? That's where we kind of micro-analyze. Okay, let's break down where you're at and see where we can go from here, but also making it work with their their work lifestyle, their family life, whatever it may be, to not, make it a restrictive process or completely change their habits,
Gotcha. Now, are you right now? I know, like, a lot of times when, someone may be watching this and they're like, damn, Tyler's doing well. I want to go online. Should I be a personal brand or should I build a business? What was it that helped you get to that define? What are you doing? Are you doing a personal business, or is it a brand where you have other coaches working for you? What does this system look like?
Yeah, I think it can be tough in the beginning. Obviously you want to become very clear as to who you're wanting to work with and what you're wanting to accomplish online. A lot of people just follow a trend like, oh, well, what's the heaviest hitting market online? Should I cater to busy moms or a broad category? And, you don't want to be just another fish in the pond. So find something you're passionate about and something you can wake up every day super fired up and passionate to serve, and go with that niche, and then let the marketing take care of the rest, So yeah, I think it was a pretty clear vision for me. I'm huge into the elite physique contest prep industry, and I knew that was the industry I wanted to take down. As far as, to be honest, in the beginning, I was a newbie. I didn't know whether I wanted to create a business model and have coaches underneath me, or a fully automated process, or if I just wanted to go in and help as many people on my own online. So I think that's kind of a process that figures itself out as you get started and start to kind of become a businessman or woman online.
Absolutely. So, a lot of people were probably like, wow, I could do this. I know there are a lot of people who put up an Instagram page or
Hell yeah.
Facebook page, like I'm an online coach. I'm a
Right.
coach. Tell us
Yes.
a little bit about the transition. Was it easy for you? Did you have some bumps in the roads? Like, I really like to hear about the shit that people don't tell you about. Everyone can tell you about their highlight reel, I'm making $20,000 a month. But before that, when you were making $20 a month, tell us that story.
No, yeah. Social media is a highlight reel these days. People are like fooled by the social media world. I have the best dog, I have the best life, I have the best everything, but they don't know the shit going on behind the scenes. Yeah, there's tons of bumps in the road. Everyone, entrepreneurism, people see the end result and they're like, holy shit, like you said, I can do that. I want to do that. I want to do that. But they don't understand the process or what goes into it. Nothing's that easy in this world. People promise a promised land of success, these coaches, mentors. There's a lot of scams out there, whether you want to admit it or not. So tons of bumps in the road. But I realized early on, I think what I'm grateful for is realizing that, okay, I don't know what the hell I'm doing in the business and marketing world. I need some expertise. I need some guidance. I need some assistance. So that's where I started looking into some coaches, mentors. And even when I came across you for the first time, I was still a blind puppy, coming to AJ Mirzad's event. I totally blindly went to that event and like, let's see what this is about. If I resonate with his message, like what he's about, and I believe in his process, maybe this is something for me. So I realized that I was going to need that help. I didn't want to be one of those stubborn, hard-headed individuals where I'm like, oh, I can figure it out on my own. I'll get there eventually, and that shit can take upwards of 10 years. Even the best athletes in the world have some sort of trainer or coach or mentor on their corner because they understand the power of learning from experts,
Dialed in. I love that you said that. I'm going to just expand on that because that's my philosophy. When I got into this industry way back when, I knew that one of my mentors was Tony Robbins, and he teaches that if you want to achieve anything in life, any goal, find someone who's actually doing it, and then you want to model what they're doing. So you've done a great job. AJ had a great system. You took that, and now I'm sure you've expanded it, created it, turned it into your own. And a lot of people who may be watching this right now, they're like, should I do a coach? Should I hire someone? Should I try something? If you guys are looking at Tyler, this guy, we're going to transition into his numbers and how great he's doing. But I want you to know it started with him not being afraid to take a leap of faith in his business. And that's what I really want to inspire and motivate you to do, because that's what we all do. Successful people learn how to fly on the way down. Am I right?
Absolutely. Build wings on the way down. Jump off that cliff.
Sure. Sometimes we crash dead into the ground, but we get back up.
Yes. Bumps and scrapes along the way. It's inevitable.
For sure. So let's talk about the 20. We just entered 2018. A lot of people want to know numbers, and I don't want you don't have to give us your balance sheet and all of that, but give us a ballpark figure. What was 2017 like for you? Did you have a great year financially, revenue wise, number of clients? Share with us a little bit about that.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I'm heavily investing in myself, so really pouring a lot into the journey in the beginning. But yeah, last year was a multiple six-figure year for me. It was quite incredible, going from the typical $20,000 to $30,000 a year as a personal trainer. It was a massive change, and it's been a life-changing process. And once again, extremely grateful for everything, and just grateful to get up every day and do what I love, with a burning passion. But yeah, it's been crazy. My biggest month was just under 30,000. I hit 29,000. I've had a few, like 4 or 5 months now consistently at just over 25,000. So it's been, a whirlwind of emotions and really enjoying the journey and much more to come,
I love that you share that, because a lot of people have these grandiose, you know what, I'm going to go online and I'm going to make like $100,000 a month in my 6th month. And
right.
Those numbers are really phenomenal what you've accomplished, because tell us a little bit about we're shooting this video. It's middle of the day here. What does a day look like for Tyler?
No, I appreciate that. Thanks for the kind words. But yeah, first of all, I am in my pajamas. You can't see my bottoms, but that's the beauty of working from home, right? I think we're both in our personal homes right now.
This is my work uniform here. A nice top.
Yeah.
I just switched t-shirts for you.
Right. No, it's great not punching a clock though. Like being as young as I am last year, I was able to take a lot of trips and vacations because we're not on a restricted schedule. And when you build a successful online business and leverage it time-wise, you really can't control things wherever you are. I can get as much done on the go as I can at home sometimes. So it just depends. But yeah, it's been great. Awesome process. Obviously we can get into the leveraging and the systems, but I've really found some unique ways to keep the accountability measures, provide the maximum amount of value for my clientele, and not be working around the clock, sitting on my ass in front of a computer, physically training people,
So that's a major paradigm shift, because a lot of people think that in order to earn money, they have to be lifting the weights and actually doing the work, right?
Trading hours for dollars.
For sure. Tell us a little bit about what are some of the systems that you use in your business on a day-to-day basis to actually deliver this world-class service that you provide?
Yeah, two of the big ones that I've used actually from the start that are very effective if you integrate them correctly. Trainerize, I've believed in them. There's a lot of training platforms out there, but once you get a system set up, very well, fluently delivered, an application, you can jump on it at the gym. I mean, you can do live cardio updates, nutrition, you can keep track of everything on the client and trainer's end. So as far as that, Trainerize is awesome. There's other platforms, PT Distinction, PT Hub, find whatever works and jives with you best. But another platform on the business side is ClickFunnels. I absolutely swear by them, love their platform. I do all my promoting through them. My membership site, some of my lower end programs. No way, he's got the mouse pad. I love it.
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, but all my emails are sent through them. So it really helps me deliver a phenomenal service to my clientele and provide value, provide PDF documents and free nutrition plans. I can provide so much value to my clientele through this ClickFunnels platform that helps me deliver my content while once again, leveraging some free time, not having to hammer out all these emails and doing all this stuff, on my own.
For sure, dude. I love it. And I love that you shared that. So Trainerize is one that you use to deliver your services, which I actually have as well. Mm-hmm. And then you said ClickFunnels is basically where you can put memberships in, all your funnels creations and stuff like that, right?
Yeah. So ClickFunnels will help you automate your business, really help leverage your time in an efficient way. And then Trainerize I do use for my higher end clientele, where I have a lot of more customization going into it. If a client's preparing for a bodybuilding show or something, there is some intricate aspects to that process that need to be taken care of. And Trainerize allows you to add the customization aspects to those clients' programs.
Sweet, man. Let me ask you now. So that's delivery. Great. We got the software for that. How are you attracting your clients? Because that's probably the burning question for anyone who maybe want to leave the world, maybe want to just create a hybrid and make a second income on going online, which I highly recommend. I think that if you have a systemized personal training business, boutique personal training business, you should have an online component to it. What are you doing to attract your clients?
Yeah, it's a tough game. That's where a lot of people really fall off the wagon and give up quick because it's tough to attract not only clientele, but quality leads, the correct clientele. So at the beginning, it was a lot of organic lead generation, starting really hammering Facebook. Every post I'd make, I'd even reach out to the likers, just establish some rapport, show people that I care and that I want to spread my gift out into the world, joining random Facebook groups that, attracted with my audience. I would reach out to so many people that I felt could just benefit from my service a little bit, but that only goes so far, the organic traction. So I really noticed early on that I had to jump into some sort of paid advertising, gain a new audience and really, gain a following. So Absolutely. Paid advertisements was the route I went, had help from obviously business mentors, things of that sort. And that really helped me kind of expand my brand online to where I was gaining, thousands of new interests each and every day to where people could know about me, know, like, and trust me. And then from there, obviously I could take the next step with them.
So I love it that you said that, so what does someone need to, how many leads does someone, if they want to start their business online, give them an idea of ballpark of how many leads per month they'll need to acquire in order to kind of just build a good, stable clientele?
Yeah, as far as, everyone always asks the burning questions of paid advertising. How much? I don't have the money to spend on paid advertising. You can always start small. $5 or $10 a day on an ad can get your ad in front of a couple thousand people, So start small, see if it's converting, see if you're getting clicks, if people are even taking interest in your offer, whether it's too spammy or whatever. You can always get into the details. But you want a good, I wouldn't put a number on how many leads you should be getting a month, all businesses are at different spots, but you just want to start gaining new followings. If you're hammering your content and I'm posting videos, I'm posting value, I'm putting as much content out there as I can, but you're doing it to your Facebook following of 500 people, there's only so much you can do with that. And if a lot of them are friends and family and people from high school that are tired of seeing your selling offers, and you've got to reach a new audience, So paid advertising really is the way to go to get your message out to more of the world. So I think it's really important to get the expertise, get some help in the paid advertisement area and start pushing your message to more people.
Cool. So what type of, when you say pushing your message out there, what's your chosen media? Are you using audio? Are you using a podcast, a blog? Are you shooting a lot of video? What do you choose to use to attract your ideal client?
Yeah, good question. A lot of different things. I love testing new methods, and I've actually found it fun. I like the geeky side of the whole advertisement in a way. I have an ads team that helps run that content, but once again, ClickFunnels is great to use for like a landing page. You know, if you're running an ad, you send them to a specific website promoting a specific offer, whether it's a video, a quiz, you know, having them take like a small quiz on their body type and what they're looking to attack with their body. You know, people always love taking quizzes. That's a good way to get people in the door. Just text posts, you know, an enticing picture. So I've tried it all, you know, and it's fun kind of noticing what's going to grab that initial attention, you know, and sometimes people always feel like, I don't want to come off as a salesman, or I don't want to come off as a scam artist, you know, but sometimes that's what it takes to just gain the initial interest. If you can get someone to click on your ad, you know, then you can start to provide the value and show that you're a meaningful individual that can help them. But sometimes it takes something, you know, crazy like me holding a candy apple in front of the freaking camera saying, you know, I eat this on a daily basis to gain that initial interest. So think outside the box and try different advertisement methods that maybe you haven't seen before.
Outstanding. So basically one of the things you're using is a kind of a pattern interrupt. So when you're in, that's a great way to look at it. I think a lot of people don't realize it, that they can use a pattern interrupt to get someone's attention. And then you have about 10 to 15 seconds to really catch them with your headline or your opening statement. That's crucial to you attracting. So I think online, I mean, for online trainers, if you're watching this, guys, definitely check out Tyler, see what he's doing, kind of model what he's doing, and then kind of create your own stuff. I don't believe in copycatting, because I think that's what too many people out there are doing today. It's just kind of becoming a carbon copy of whoever is the latest and greatest trender now. So let's talk about, I mean, like, you've had some success. You're doing, you know, 30,000 per month. You've had those low days, but how did you celebrate some of your success?
You know, giving back is always a great feeling. You know, I love giving back, whether it's to family, friends, you know, being able to, obviously, like, community service and doing those things is great, you know, great freaking feeling to be able to help people one by one by one. But when you realize your wealth is to a certain point where you can help people on a greater scale, it's such an incredible feeling, you know, and I say that as humbly as possible, but being able to give back, you know, I bought a car for my father. I've been able to make some pretty generous donations that I've never, ever thought I would ever be able to do. And that's such a significant feeling. You want to be able to do it more, you know? So by truly being able to provide value into the world and then gaining that kind of return to be able to give back in the long run is so freaking incredible. It's unbelievable. So giving back is probably the best thing I could ever ask to do, you know?
I think that's awesome. I believe in that too. I believe it's part of the inbred philosophy of my business, even at MetaBurn and Fitness Business Mastery, where we believe that there's a portion that has to go back. And a lot of times we look for opportunities to give back where no one will ever know that we did. You know, like, that's really
great point
for us. So really cool, man. Love that. Let's talk about the I guess the teach moment, where I want to ask you to share some of your nuggets of gold that could help, you know, a would-be personal trainer, online coach, really kind of get over the hump. So if you had someone who is a newbie, just starting out, what advice would you give them?
Yeah, I mean, model as much as you can. Like, I would pay attention to so much content out there, you know, like, your computers get cookied and stuff like that, and you're getting more content of what you're involved in with your industry. So as far as, like, even the advertisements, you know, when I would come across ads that fell within my my demographic and it was working, you know, it's getting thousands, millions of views, I would screenshot it, you know, and I'd pay attention to that content. Like, you've got to be able to model what is working, but add your own twist on it. So I feel like people are always like, they ask the general question, what do I do next? You know, figure it out, be a hustler and find out what step to do next. And if you don't know, get that expertise, realize, you know, come down to earth and say, I need help, you know, and let somebody take you on that step-by-step journey. But, you know, I always was very deliberate. Every day I'd wake up, I have a physical planner right in front of me. You know, every day I have 3 objectives that I'm going to tackle that day. And if I don't get them done, they carry on to the next day. So I've got something that I'm getting done, whether it's personal, business, whatever it may be, that I had to accomplish each day. And I feel like some people are just so analysis paralysis. They're scatterbrained and they're really not getting anything done, but they got all these projects, you know? So be very deliberate, get some expertise, some help, and, you know, tackle a few things a day to where it's progressively building.
That's great. I love it. Like, I'm a routine guy. So, you know, one of the things that I'm about is a greens drink. It just is something I do every single day. You know, I have it sitting here. You know, I make sure that I journal, I meditate. These are
Right.
all ways for me to get my body so that I can perform at a high level. What is something that you do to allow you to have the energy you need to build a business like you've built?
Yeah, I would say plan every day before it happens. That somehow gets me amped up every night. When I'm able to map out my day before it happens, something about before going to bed, I'm excited for the next day. I'm excited not only because I love what I do, but I'm excited for, oh my God, I can't wait to attack this project tomorrow. I can't wait to get up early, go get coffee with the girlfriend and then work on my project for the day. It's knowing, mapping out your day in advance and being excited to go after it, rather than waking up, what should I do today? That's not a solid game plan whatsoever. So that would be for me, a reason to get up every day and really hammer away at what I've got to work on.
Awesome. If you had to smack a new trainer in the face with the truth, one of the myths that we hear about online, what would that myth be? What would you share with them and say, hey, dude, that's not the way it is. You're not pushing enter on a beach, drinking a margarita and training your clients. Can you help us out with that? What do you think that would be?
I would say, one, don't be fake, be who you are. I think that's going to resonate with people more than anything. Don't try to be someone you aren't. Being yourself is going to attract the right audience and help you become who you want to be online. And another one would be, don't chase the fucking money. So many people are in it for the money, asking what target market to go after before starting online is like, people are asking the worst questions to start off because they're after something that shouldn't be on the forefront of their mind. Provide phenomenal value, have a phenomenal service, and resonate with your clientele, and the money will come eventually, but don't have that on the forefront of your mind or it's not going to work out.
Absolutely, dude. That's great. I love that tip because a lot of people are chasing the money. And I tell them all the time, dude, if you're chasing money, this may not be the profession for you because you should be chasing impact. How much impact can you make in this world? And then you will attract the money. But it didn't come for me. It didn't come for you overnight. I've been doing this for 17 years. People see me now and they're like, oh,
don't age yourself.
I know. Hey, come on, look at his skin. It's pretty. It's because I drink one of these every day.
That's right.
But it's like, but they think automatically, oh, it must be like that happened easily. Shit, yeah. I've had times where I had $300 in my bank account and had to make it happen. There was times where AJ Mirzad and I were part of a small mastermind and we were all struggling together, and then it's like, but we had to do what you said. I got clever. I said, okay, what am I going to do? Who do I need to model? Who do I need to study from? Who do I need to hire in order for me to get the tools and strategies in order for me to take that next leap in faith and leap in my business?
Absolutely.
So, dude, I want to really, I think this has been great for online trainers. I think you've given a lot of key nuggets here. But I want you to give us just off the top of your head one or two things because that really could inspire someone watching this to say, you know what, I can be like Tyler. I can make this happen. What would you share with them now?
Oh, I would say map out like a few years vision. Like, where do you truly want to be and what do you want to have? I think that's going to help you become really clear as to where you want to be, what you want to be doing as a profession, what kind of family, what kind of lifestyle you want to have. And really let that sit with you, resonate with that message. Society is pretty screwed up these days. We're not going to get into how the world is or politics or anything. But I mean, there's so many fabricated aspects of the world. And I feel like people just jump on the bandwagon as to, I want to take videos with Ferraris in the background and have a beautiful house and stuff. But does that stuff really make you happy? And I've realized, with the success or the money or whatever's come, I've realized I've actually become a better person. It's quite incredible. So it's tough, in a half-hour interview or something going along the lines of what we're doing here. It's so hard to get so many golden nuggets across to people and actually change their perspective on life. But attend live events, surround yourself with individuals who are aligned with what you want to be about. I love the Jim Rohn quote, you're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. I think that's what changed a lot for me. I was surrounding myself with people who were positive, like-minded, and wanted to make the same impact on the world as myself and not drag me down. I think that's probably what helped me change the most from the start was getting a mentor, just finding a group of people that are, wow, these people are inspiring. They're happy, good people, positive outlooks. They're not Debbie Downers. They're not pessimistic. And my mindset began to shift. And I think that's so freaking huge. So that's probably my biggest.
You killed it. I think that sums it up. But I want people to know a little bit about you. So these are a couple questions that I like to just throw out there randomly so that people can actually connect with you and know, hey, he's more than just a bodybuilder, a coach, a guy who gets it done. So what's your favorite business book?
Oh, business book. I would probably say Expert Secrets by Russell Brunson. Going back to the ClickFunnels we mentioned earlier, that book was incredible. It's a complete sales transformation magnet, really helping people know, like, and trust you. Not just being a salesman, but selling in a very unique way to where you're giving value and you're getting across a message, but also getting people interested in what you're offering, whether it's a product or service, etc. So I would definitely say if you're starting out, read that damn book. Russell Brunson's a selling genius, but doing it in a non-salesy way, if that makes sense.
Absolutely. Dude, great book. I mean, I'll definitely put that in the show notes. I think that people want to learn, especially for us. It's copywriting. People didn't realize that was what it was. It was a copywriting book, how to create your attractive character, how to dial that in and find out who you are so that it matches the niche that you want. Crucial for that. Agreed. Favorite movie?
Oh, favorite movie. Wow. I'm an action guy. I love action and horror movies. I would say something along the lines of Avengers or Iron Man or Transformers. Transformers probably, because there's probably more action in that movie than I've ever seen. Just like, I don't know how many times I got the goosebumps throughout that entire movie. I love that feeling. Rejuvenating.
I love that. Absolutely. You need something to take your mind out of business sometimes and just go in a fantasy world.
100%.
Favorite exercise?
Favorite exercise? Oh, it's got to be a compound lift. I would say probably the squat.
Okay.
Or, I even more of like an isolation movement, glute ham raise. Not a lot of people utilize that movement, but love the glute ham raise. Nothing hits the hamstrings quite like them.
Outstanding. What about your favorite food?
Favorite food? Oh, candy apples. Damn. I'm a candy apple freak. I don't know where it came from, but as of 2 years ago, I'm like a year-round candy apple fanatic. I'll find a way to get my hands on them.
I love it. And now that you're traveling and able to do that, you can find them everywhere you go. I can tell you that the Northeast has some great candy apples as well.
Right. Yeah. Flexibility is key.
Awesome.
I love it. Got to fit them into the diet.
Definitely, man. This has been great. This is all about creating a lifestyle fitness business, something that you've done really well. I'm excited to have you a part of this interview series. If someone wanted to connect with you, reach out and say, hey, you know what, Tyler, man, I want to do what you've done. I watched the show. I really got, I resonated with your energy. Where would they connect with you?
Yeah, my main website, logicallifting.com, logical-lifting. That's where you can get in touch personally. Actually, my contact page is direct connection to me. So you can set up a phone call there, reach out with an inquiry. I've got some forms on there, super easy to fill out. And that's where I usually send people to get in touch.
Absolutely. Now, if someone's outside of the business world happened to watch this and want to, sign up for your services, is that still the best place to reach you?
Absolutely. Same website. There's free nutrition downloads. You can get in touch regarding your goals or whatever it may be. General questions. You don't have to exactly inquire about anything, but if you have some personal questions for me, I'm open.
Outstanding, man. Well, Tyler, I want to thank you for your time here. And as always, guys, this is Roz Slaughter from fitnessbusinessmastery.com. I'm here with Tyler Kelly. Check him out. I definitely think that this was a great interview, and you got a lot of nuggets out there. As always, go out there and make a huge impact.
Thanks, Roz. Much appreciated.
You're welcome, brother.